What up, guys? Welcome back. So today we're talking about the 15 Pro Max. Should you buy it right now? Today, I don't know what the date will be when you watch this video, but it's May 17th. That is when I am just shooting this quick video. Not a lot of B-roll going on, just my opinion. Should you buy this device right now? The 15 Pro Max, a very expensive device. If you're new to the channel, guys, hit that like. Follow me on all social media platforms, Twitter, Instagram, all the links are below. But the 15 Pro Max, my honest opinion, just should you buy this right now? A very quick answer, and I'll explain why with this answer. But hell no, of course not. You should not buy this device. If you have any amount of patience in you, just wait until September. You're going to spend close to the same amount when you wait. Those will be a little more expensive, but this is still a very expensive phone, anywhere between used $1,000 and all the way up to like $1,400, $1,500 if you're going new and spec'd out on this device. And it's not perfect. Again, no device, no phone is perfect. They all have issues. You can pick any phone apart, and this is no different. We'll talk about some of the issues that I have run into. And if you follow me already, you already know that this isn't my recommendation anyway for the best iPhone of the 15 lineup of devices. My favorite iPhone from last year is the iPhone 15 Plus. I have a ton of videos. I think value, bang for buck, that is the better buy over the Pro Max. And I have videos already explaining that. Of course, you can check it out on the channel. But the Pro Max, again, a very expensive device. Now, what are we getting if we wait, right? So say you don't want this. Now, I get if you need a device and you have money like that, by all means, go get it. But if you're like me and like everybody else, where, you know, they're expensive, what are we going to get with the new device? We're going to get some new features on here, right? All of the AI features. If you care about AI, all the features are coming to the new devices. Now, pretty sure in a software update, we'll get those same features on this device and maybe even last year's 14 lineup of devices. Now, the rumors are out there. You guys can find them if you look for them. Slimmer bezels, right? There will be maybe a redesign for the camera bumps. Maybe we'll get an Ultra phone instead of the Pro Max. We're probably going to get a little bigger of a display on here, maybe 6.8 inches on the display. We'll get a brighter display, right? All the phones coming out this year have been very, very bright, and I'm sure this will be no different. We will get a brighter display. Now, of course, all those things I just mentioned are all good on this device already. So again, if you have the money and you can't wait, by all means, go get yourself an iPhone 15 Pro Max. Now, this stainless steel design on here, the matte finish on here, it's a beautiful looking phone. It feels great to hold. The action button, all of these things, USB-C 2.0 on the Pro Max, all of these things you are going to get on the new devices. The dynamic island on the new devices, it's supposed to be maybe just a little bit smaller, and they did that with the notch. If you remember, the notch did get a little smaller at one point before we had to switch to dynamic island, and I'm expecting dynamic island also to get smaller as we go on through the years and eventually get rid of that as well and just have either a hole punch or just an all display iPhone. How nice would that be, an all display iPhone? So there will be a lot of similarities. I think most of the differences might come in software, but again, with updates, we'll probably get those same things on the 15 Pro Max. Now, again, if you want a bigger device, you might as well wait. Other than that, it's still iOS, right? It's still the same experience. I can pull out a 12 Pro Max and 11 Pro Max and get basically the exact same experience I'm getting on this device already. So the latest and greatest as far as iOS goes and Apple and iPhones go, using your device on a day in and day out basis, it's the same experience across the board. For years and years, we've had the same exact experience. What do we get? We get better battery life, a brighter display, better cameras. But cameras on iPhones, let's be real, have been great for a long time. So if you are that guy that needs a new device right now, go get a 13 Pro Max. 13 Pro Max is still a monster, still a beast, and you can get it for around $400, $450. Go to a trusted seller on eBay, go to Amazon Renewed, and you're going to get a really good deal on a fantastic device, if not the best device, the best iPhone that Apple has ever made, in my opinion, 13 Pro Max. Now, what are we going to get? You're going to get a more expensive device if you wait, that's for sure. But still, like I said earlier in the video, this is a very expensive device already. Now, the display on here is still great. The cameras on here are still great. The software on here, look, this chip is a beast. Next year's chip will be a beast. The chip from 3 years ago was a beast, and it still is a beast. Again, we're getting the same experience across the board on older iPhones that we are getting on newer iPhones, minus the notch to dynamic island on last year's phones, right? Even the 14 and the 14 Plus last year still had the notch. The Pro and the Pro Max had dynamic island, and then this year across the board, dynamic island on all, and hopefully dynamic island will be smaller on the new phones. So look, again, this is going to be a very quick video, not a lot of B-roll, if any, just explaining why you should wait. Don't go buy the 15 Pro Max. It is still very expensive. You've waited this long. These came out last September. You've waited this long already. You might as well wait a few more months because, one, the 16 lineup is going to come out. It will be a little more expensive, maybe another $100 for the Pro Max. But if you want the Pro Max, the 15 Pro Max, at that point, it will be cheaper. So in a few months, you can buy this phone at a cheaper price or get the new one and get all the advantages of the new device, right? I'm somebody in the camp that I always needed the latest and greatest. I'm not that guy anymore. I just get these things to talk about and to review on social media, but I'm not that guy anymore. I sold my S24 Ultra, and my daily right now is a OnePlus 12. I have it actually right here. This is my daily, and the iPhone 15 Pro Max is my secondary phone right now that I use for work and for other things. But should you go buy this right now? No, absolutely not. You definitely should not. If you need a device, go used. Plenty of good ways to get great used devices. And if you need a video on that, let me know and I'll make a video on where and how and what to look for when buying a used device. But again, the 15 Plus, in my opinion, gives you just about everything, the Pro Max, and it has better heat dissipation because of the aluminum build compared to titanium. That's one thing I hate about this. Will the new devices probably be titanium? They probably will. Hopefully they fix the heat on those devices because this still does get very hot for me. It hasn't messed up anything. It just runs hot. But that's it, guys. Just don't go buy this phone right now. In my opinion, it's not a good buy. Save your money. Wait a few more months. Get the latest and greatest, or wait till this is cheaper. That's it, guys. I'll be back soon. Peace.